good, everybody? It's your boy DJ SJ614 here on the New York Dose. And we are about to do this artist spotlight with our man's Dave.
Hey. How you doing?
Yo, thank you for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Of course. How did you get here? Like, how was the ride?
I drove here from
Get fancy. Okay.
It wasn't bad. I was worried I wouldn't find parking, but I did find parking. So like in record time, so that was really good.
Yeah, the parking is generally good in this area.
Yeah, I was very surprised. So, because it's like such a small area. It's like very congested, but I was very happy.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So you said you were coming from Long
Island, yeah. And now, so yeah, it took me 40 minutes. It wasn't bad.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Were you like born on Long Island? Like,
I was born on an island. I was born in Haiti. I was born in Haiti. Yeah. Well, like I'm fat.
yes. And when did you come over here to New York City?
I came when I was, 17 years old. I came 17 years old. Usually in Haiti, right after high school, you go to college. Usually, people who are about to be like well off, they send their kids, and then you're supposed to come back. I didn't want to come back.
Okay.
So I stayed. I went to Stony Brook. I got my master's at Pratt. And then
some Stony Brook people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Stony Brook.
Hey.
What's the Seawolf?
Okay.
Do a lot of shout outs.
I love it. I love it.
Right? You should pay me.
Shout out King.
Yeah. And I've been here. I love it so much, and I still go to Haiti every now and then.
Okay.
Home is home. My parents are still there too. But I really love it here. There's so many opportunities to do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
The liberty and freedom to do a lot of stuff. So I stay. So yeah.
But
I don't forget where I'm from.
That's right. That's very important.
Of course, very
Never
important.
forget where you come from.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get a little bit more into Haiti a little bit later on. But first, here at the New York Dose, we have our own version of the MTA subway system, right? We got mad trains and shit like that. Yeah. But I'm gonna only put you on 3 of them. I'm not gonna make you do all them transfers.
Okay,
So the first train that I want to put you on is the 2 train.
Okay.
Now this is 2 for your mistakes.
Okay.
So what I want to know is there anybody or anything that basically fucked up in your life recently that you want to put on this train and you want to just like air it out?
Oh, it's really good. 1 or 2?
It could be one thing.
Okay.
But it's the 2 train though.
Oh.
If you got to, shit.
It's funny. I'm trying to think right now because lately I've been like on this, I'm like feeling vibes and whatnot.
Yes.
And then whenever I don't feel it, I just like, if it doesn't help me at all, if I feel like some negative type energy is just out, lately I haven't. But in the past, definitely. Like, when you're still young and stupid, there's a lot you still don't know.
Yep.
Some friends, some acquaintances that you have that shouldn't be friends.
Shut them out.
Yeah, definitely. Just like dead weight. Just get rid of it. I don't have to say a name, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Let me see. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, like a very, very long time ago. One of my friends, it's like a typical thing. It happened in more than one occasion, but this one, this is a girl that I used to like, and my friends just, swooped in while I wasn't there. But, but that person's out. So, it's like, I don't want that kind of energy around. So,
because if they swooping with something like that, you don't know what else they might swooping on.
It could be something else. It could be something bigger. That's probably the only recent fallout. Well, not recent, like a fallout that I've had. But after that, apparently, everybody that's around me is people that I've known for a long time. People that I feel comfortable with. People that I've worked with. I talk to a bunch of my friends a lot. So it's just like trying to follow your dreams. Like, we do get together, we do party a lot, but also we talk about, feelings and just to be more open and just be there and supportive for each other.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Given today's climate, I want to put you on the 5 train, okay?
Okay.
This is 5 for guys. Okay. So I want to know, what PSA do you have out there for the men in the world? Like, what do you want to tell our other guys out there?
I have a feeling that we've been in control of things for a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we should just give the women a little time to just shine. Not maybe, definitely.
Definitely.
They're very organized. Yep. And the reason I say that because most of the women in my family, they're mostly matriarchs. They're very strong people. They're very individual.
Yes.
They run shit. They do, yeah. They're they're able to like be caring, be like like lay down the law like all at the same time, and you love this person like for like you could kill for them,
Absolutely.
So I feel like matriarchs are very important. I mean, they give life, so
Literally.
they could give structure to the world, and just like if you have a woman in your life, all the men I'm talking about, just raise them, like just like have them go for their dreams, why not? Because when you need the support, without a doubt, they will always be there.
That's right. Raised up the woman. Hello, you heard it from Dave.
Yep.
The last train that I'm gonna transfer you over to is the W train.
Okay.
Now I want to know about a win that you've had recently.
Recently, some people call it crazy, some people call it brave, but when I decided to just like go for my dreams, a lot of people, they weren't as surprised as I think they were. They're like, yeah, it's about time, like this is what you were meant to do, like this whole time. And I feel like having that support really helped me like really go for it and like better myself and be good at it, because when I'm in my element, I create magic, and I really love.
You better say that.
Oh hell
you better create magic in your element. That's right.
I know, and I really love it because I feel like there's a lot of stories that need to be told, and I know too many stories. So I just feel like more representation, and because that's one key thing that made me like go for my dreams too. When I saw like the representation in Black Panther and Get Out, those movies, I'm like, what? If they can, like, I can, like, it's very important. Representation is very, very important. Absolutely. And when I saw that, I'm like, I could do it. It was like a black director, a black star, like a black plot. I mean, I don't know what a black plot is, but you know what I mean.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so black centric.
Yes.
So after that, I felt like comfortable, and for some reason, it made me become more and more confident in myself. And at first, I used to start like doing like stuff on IG, like really short stuff. People were like, "Yo, that's funny, haha! Like, how'd you do that?" And I just use my creativity, and I'm like, maybe I should just take it to a longer format, And when I went to the New York Film Academy, I took this 12-week filmmaking class. It was very intense, and I had fun. I enjoyed the whole process, and I was able to submit the final project. It was a final short film to a couple of festivals, and it got accepted to one of them, and I was very happy. And I'm like, hey, why not? That's just a start. Not bad for my first short film. And since then I've like learned a lot more. Now I don't like to look back at like projects that I've had. Well, I'm like, oh, I could have done this better.
Right, yes, I do the same thing.
But it's just like evolving. I just try not to look at what I've done before, but I just keep evolving, get better and better. So that was a recent W that I had, and I just want to keep going for that. So.
I love that. I love it.
Thank you.
So now, jumping off of that train, right? We're gonna get right into you. I guess this could be the G train. This is the guest train, right? It's all about you.
Yeah.
So what you spoke about, like the New York Film Academy and things like that. You talk about storytelling a lot, right?
Yeah.
So of course, like I know a little bit about what you do, but I want to put our viewers out there on. Sure. So you are a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Writer.
Yep.
Director. Okay.
Editor.
Yeah. You.
It's like
you're the team.
Yeah, basically.
You literally are the team all in one. Which I perfectly understand as well.
Yeah.
So can you get a little bit more into exactly when did this spark within you?
Oh my God. I think since birth. Really.
Wow.
Even actually before birth.
In the womb. You knew.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. It's not like I knew. I remember. No.
Right.
My mom, when my mom was pregnant with me, Haiti, like it's in the Caribbean, it's very hot, and she used to, like have like hot flashes. So she would go to the movie theater because that was the only place with like AC, and she would just like stay there and like watch like so many movies, And I feel like I absorbed some of that,
absolutely,
in there. Yeah. And then, fast forward as I'm growing up. Haiti, we had like channels from both like France and the United States.
Okay.
So we were Americanized mostly. So we were getting like all these programs and whatnot, to the point where I taught myself English by watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I understood like the word use, like storytelling, each episode, like, and like that was like an easy show to watch too, and everybody watches that show, so I really enjoy that. And then from there, I picked things up, and then So I talking to my dad and my mom because they spoke English, but we just never spoke it at home.
Yeah.
And then one day I came to him, I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, what? Like, how did you, where, like how? So, and then moving from that, I always like love watching TV, and growing up in Haiti as well, we didn't always have electricity all the time.
Oh,
so
wow.
whenever we did have electricity, it was like Christmas morning. So we're like, what? We have electricity? And then you just run to the TV. You're like, oh my God, what's on? You just watch what's on, but you never know when they're gonna like cut it.
Yeah.
So it's always like that because we didn't have it 24/7. So when we did, like it was really, really like a gift. You know, we're like, oh my God, just run and watch TV, and then after that, just go outside and like play. So we used to do that a lot. And on top of that the storytelling ability, I have to give credit to my grandfather. Again, like with no electricity, usually at night, me and my sister and I would just go to his room and just like lay there and like on his bed, and he would like sit there and like tell us stories, like fables mostly.
Yeah.
And then he would tell us like for like a whole like a while. Like he would tell us stories like every night and whatnot. And then eventually, and one day he just switched it. He's like, now you tell me a story.
Yeah, that's dope.
And then he's like, but it wasn't any story. It's like a story that he told before, but he wanted us to tell us in our way.
Right.
And then it started from there, and then just keep going from there. And then I was always into art. My dad's an artist, so it was like genetic as well.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just whenever like it was Christmas or whatnot, I always asked for like a camera or something, just so I can like start shooting and whatnot. I taught myself, different things. There's certain things I didn't know, but I was self-taught.
Exactly.
You know? And then later on, I got a Mac, and God bless iMovie.
God bless iMovie. You better say that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then iMovie was really, it was really easy for me to use as well, because it's like self-explanatory.
Right.
It's very user-friendly. So I had like the basis of like editing. I'm like, okay, cool. I just like click it and whatnot. And then nowadays, in the YouTube era, it's so easy to learn anything.
Yep.
So in order for me to like further my skills, I would just go on YouTube and like learn more and whatnot. And then as of recently, but I did everything correctly.
Right.
Like through my whole life, you have Caribbean parents. You should either be like a doctor, like an engineer, or a lawyer. Those are the three choices you have. But I was an artist,
Yeah.
But to not break my mom's heart, I did, business and marketing and whatnot. Yeah, cool.
Which is important for us still. It comes back.
Very important. Yeah. And then, but I'm glad. It's like I don't have any regrets because everything that I've done led me to here, to my most happy self. So I was really happy about all that. And then when I used to work at Wall Street,
okay.
and then I was not happy. I didn't like it. And I'm like, life is too short. It's about happiness. And then so that's when I looked into the New York Film Academy, and then I took classes, and then I enjoyed it. I like effortlessly went through it. And I'm like, I thought you guys said this was intense. It really was, but to me,
it was easy to you because that's what you always wanted to do. Anyway.
It was my element. It was like it made everything click. It made so much sense. I was like always early. I'm never really that early, but I was like my storyboards, my scripts, like everything. It was really good, and I have like a lot of good teachers. I learned a lot of like films to watch and whatnot just to study more.
Right.
And then after the program, one of my professors, he said, it was really funny. He's like, when you're done with this program, you will not enjoy movies ever again because you know what to look for. Yep. And then it's really funny because when I watch a movie, I pay attention to everything.
Picking out every nook and cranny,
every angle, every
camera angles.
Everything. Yeah. That's why it was really funny when I was watching Us.
Okay.
From like in the first 15 minutes, I already called the end. I already knew it because I knew like the setting and whatnot.
Right.
There was a part where she was talking about what happened, and the whole part was filmed through like the glass mirror. I don't know if it was a mirror or
the reflective
window.
Like whatever,
And it's like it's not her, it's the other one. So I'm like, oh wow,
you pick up all those elements.
Yeah. And these people, I really like Jordan Peele. Like Ryan Coogler. All these guys, also the greats too, like Scorsese, Spielberg. I look up to all these people. Especially Spielberg was like a very integral part of my life. With movies like E.T. and all the Indiana Jones movie, Jaws. Yeah. It was really cool. It was really cool.
So you're really into film, like that's your thing, right? So what style of film are you into most?
As of recently, I really like what Jordan Peele is doing, and I really like
thriller.
A social thriller.
Yes, social thriller. I like that.
So I'm thinking something like that, because with a social thriller, you can sprinkle like some comedy here, some comedy there, because it's like a conversation about what's really happening, and just have to be creative about the way you execute it.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy like what he's doing. He makes you think a lot. He uses like dope visuals, like his compositions and soundtrack and whatnot. I'm like, yo, this is really cool.
Yep.
And so it's like stuff like I didn't know what my voice was for like a while, and then I'm just. Like I'm like, okay, I mean it's still forming still because that's his thing and I don't want to, but I really enjoy like the whole narrative and experimental and whatnot. And one thing about art is that it's subjective, so I don't have to explain anything to people who don't get it, but I like to not make my audience lost or whatnot, just really enjoy it and think and talk about it some more. That's really, just take the story with you.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
Coming to America.
Coming to America?
Yeah.
Oh, explain that. Why?
That's my favorite movie of all time. Because, Eddie Murphy's a GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. Like whatever, he kills it, In that movie, I like it because he was very young when it started. I don't know if he just finished SNL or he was, but it was like the beginning of his career. In that movie, it was very relatable too because he came from Africa, he came to the United States, he went to Queens, and it was like similar to I came from Haiti, and then it was really funny to me. And then they used to give that movie a lot, like they used to show it a lot in Haiti. So whenever it was on, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep watching it. And it was like a bonding experiment too because we were watching as family too, like my mom, my dad, my sister, and we would always watch it. And I always had like great memories attached to that movie. So it's like of all time, my favorite of all time.
I love that. Yeah. So you talk about like having like different memories associated with movies, right? Yeah. And you speak about your grandfather telling you stories, and you spoke about how like your mother was in the movie theaters 24/7
with the AC.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what does movies do for you? You know what I mean? Like what do they do for you?
It's like a refuge for me because the world is such. Like, I don't watch the news anymore. Like, it's so depressing. And it's gotten to the point where something happens, instead of being shocked, like, oh my God, like, I'm so numb to it all. And I don't like that person that I'm becoming. It's like, I'm a caring individual. But it's like, oh, people die. Like, there was a terrorist attack. I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, I get it, but I don't like that. Like, it's like, I'm not saying I want to, like, look away from it. I know it's happening there. But at the moment, I just like want to focus on what I'm doing so I can tell more stories like the underrepresented.
Right.
And eventually, like look at those and try to change the world and whatnot and help out the community. Like for example, like what happened in Nipsey. Yeah. That was really hard. That was really it touched upon a lot of things and it was all about that. It was all about like giving back to the community and whatnot. And then unfortunately. To his demise, but I like that his mission is still going and whatnot, and like little things like that. Like I try not to look at the news, like politics. Like it's like stop bickering. Like it's simple. Like world peace. Like why is it so?
Why can't we just all come together, please? Peace.
It's like I'm tired of like arguing. It's like whenever it comes up, in conversation, I try not. I look the other way because. You're gonna find people who are not happy with how things are going, and it's like remember I was telling you about vibes, and like if I don't click, I'm like I don't want any part of it. Yep. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
What's your future aspiration for your filmmaking?
What I want to do is like represent the underrepresented, like tell the stories that nobody knows about, and I just I like it might not be quick like recognition, just so because it's. I don't want to be like in a selfish way, but that's how more people are gonna know it. Like recognition, marketing, like storytelling. Like, oh my God, that's really cool. Like eventually, I do want to shoot a movie in Haiti because there's like a story brewing up here.
Yeah,
I started writing it already. It's like it shows us in a positive light, which normally doesn't happen in the news.
Yeah.
And I really want to talk about that. But again, it's like the funding. That's like the big problem. But that's what I really want. Like tell stories from where I'm from and whatnot, and be very creative. Like be very different every time, and that's the future. Like in the next 5 to 10 years,
Love that.
So yeah.
Absolutely love that.
Thank you.
What projects are you currently working on now?
Right now, I'm working on a short film, loosely based on my life, and it's really cool. It's about this young man that he's fed up with society and the whole 9 to 5 and like like being in like a prison, like it's like the cubicle.
Like a cubicle.
Yeah, it's like you just like that's your limits. You can't see further than that.
Yeah.
And then this person, all he really wants to do is be an artist. He wants to be a drummer. He wants to move people. Like that's his passion. That's his life. So in that movie, it's like he goes through a transition. It's just basically that one part where you doubt yourself a lot, and then just most of the movie is gonna be that up until the end where he finally figures out and goes for it. But it's a narrative, but it's also going to be experimental a lot.
Okay.
And everybody that I'm collaborating with on this is people that I know, people that I talk to. And then I tell them the plot, the idea, and they're like, wow. And when I'll send you the script too.
Yeah,
and when I send them the script, they're like, wow, I've never seen anything like it before.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's very different, and it's just very imaginative, the way I'm going to tell it. I'm going to play with color, I'm going to play with light, I'm going to play with everything. One of my executive producers and associate, Tashawn, he has like amazing equipment that we can use. So it's gonna look like something out of Netflix.
Yeah.
And then it's really funny. Like most of the people I work with, because they know we're all struggling. Most of the people, they're like, no, like I'll be happy to help. Like let's go. Exactly. Down for the dream.
I love that.
And I'm very like grateful for this support. And like from the main actor, like the set designer, the costume designer, like everybody in there, they're like, yo, let's do this. Like it's really cool. And the minute they saw the storyboard and the script, they're like, wow, like wow.
Do you feel a certain responsibility knowing that so many people are down just to be a part of like this vision that you are carrying?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
It also helps me too, because at times you're gonna doubt yourself. You're like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, is it gonna work? Like. And then, but the thing is, because I did go to the New York Film Academy, I was able to grasp the knowledge, the language, exactly how you want it to be transcribed from paper to screen.
Right.
And another thing that I do is I met up with almost everyone individually, just to explain to them like what I want. I spoke to my audio engineer.
Yes.
I spoke to the set designer. Like everybody, it was like a separate meeting. Like
I
every
love
time.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's one of them. There's gonna be it's kind of like a rap battle in his head, but it's like doubt versus passion. And each line, like doubt says one, then passion says one, then doubt says one, then passion says one. And two of my friends, they're up and coming rappers. One of them is Spencer S. Grimm and Emil, and they have like a crazy sick beat to it already. They already sent me a sample, and I was like blown away.
Wow.
Because when I explained to them, it was about like music and this person like following their dreams, because that's where they are right now. That's what their current state. So they were able to click with it ASAP. Yeah. So the minute like there's like a few changes that need to be done, but it was like so dope. I'm like, oh my god, like I have no words. And responsibility, it's like more than responsibility. It's like wow, like they went all out for that. Now I really have to do it, and I really like it because it solidifies my vision and it makes me more confident.
Right.
Like these people, like they know what they're doing and they really believe in what I'm doing, and like so. It's like I'm just like pushing doubt away. Like every time I tell somebody about it, I get more and more confident. And I'm like, yo, okay, magic is coming.
This is happening.
You know when you clap for Tinkerbell, like it's like that. I'm like, why? Like more, applaud.
Fly, let me fly.
And then boom, magic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
So you speak about meeting with these people individually, right? What else is your initial process like before you fully start a project for like filmmaking? How do you like cast and meet people and like blah blah blah?
Yeah, that's a great question. Usually the ideas, to this day I don't know how they come to me, but I have a lot. And whenever I see, it could be anything. It could be like a picture. It could be like a song, like a soundtrack. One thing that I do a lot is actually on my Spotify I have a playlist called Fire Themes. And it's like themes from movies that I like, just like the instrumentals, just like the like from Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, all that. And I have it on my playlist, and I always listen to it when I need to like meditate and whatnot. And sometimes I like create like it's like I replay the movie in my head with the song in mind. So I do that a lot. I listen to it a lot. Like even I'm never tired of it, and like it's like John Williams, like all these people, like yo, this is like my childhood soundtrack. So like basically I would see anything. I would like write a bunch of stuff down, like because normally I'm mostly into like short comedy, right? Like that's why I put on my Instagram and whatnot. But when something clicks, I'm like, okay, cool. So I write a lot of stuff, and then usually when I feel like I have enough, I go back and I read everything and I filter it and I filter it and I filter it, and then boom, I'm like, oh, this is a cool idea. And then and I'm able to organize my thought process better now because when I went to New York Film Academy, they actually tell you how to write a story.
Okay.
You start with a character first, and then characters, and then the story. Because everything revolves around that one
character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I usually come with a character and whatnot, and then once that's done, I'm like, okay, cool. And then I watch a lot of movies as well, and I'm like, yo, that was cool what they did. And then that's how I get inspired. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna do something like that, but I'm gonna do it differently. I'm like, if I was me, I would do this instead. And then I get like for like a bunch of different cultures. Like I get inspired like everywhere.
I love that.
Inspiration is everywhere. As long as you open your eyes, you know, like inspiration is everywhere. And then from like I talk to. I'm fortunate enough that the people that are working on the project with me, it's like people that I know, like friends of mine.
Right.
And I really like it because I've met all of them during my path to my journey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like I met you for a reason, you know. And then, you know, each one of them. Exactly. So, like one of my friends, like I usually use them a lot because it's really good. Kadeem Hilton, he's like the actor.
Okay.
And I have like a whole staff of like one of my closest friends, and then when we do like shorts, like we're actors in it too, but like the big ones, you know, they're like more staff.
And pool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it goes same goes with my friend Spencer. He's a rapper. Like my friend Emil is also a rapper. I have my friend. Yeah. I'm very like it's slowly coming together. Yeah. That's why I respect a lot when they say don't rush the process and trust in it. So, but just by putting that in your head and going with it, everything just like falls. Like you just like pick. Like, this is so cool. And then like that's exactly it just comes together, and then it's just like boom, like a pyramid, just like that.
Oh, I love that. Now, for anybody that might be trying to start out on your path, what's a piece of advice that you have for them?
Never give up. Just shoot. You have a phone, like shoot, like whatever it is, just go for it. Like that phone, it's not just for selfies. You can like, if you wanna like just do whatever you be happy. If it makes you happy, you can do no wrong. Like if happiness is key for you and you do something, it doesn't have to be filming. If you wanna, you know, like the things that do your research as well, like pick the person that you admire the most and then backtrack on their life, see where they started, you know, and just go from there and then just advance. And you know, like once you do that, you see more people in that field, in that area, and you connection, community, that's very important. And then when you get all together, and then it will all come, like just never give up. Also, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So, you know, like, I mean, it could still hold, like, the main thing that, like, your vision and whatnot, but, you know, try to get, like, means and whatnot, because funding and whatnot, that's the most important, and the part you hate the most, you're like, oh, funding, you know, but you need the funding to make your dreams come true, like, your reality and whatever you want to be transcribed on screen, so, yeah.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Now, so you said that you learned English, right? By watching all these different shows and things like that. So what's your native language?
Creole and French.
Creole and French. Yeah. You gotta spit a little something for us. You gotta say.
Oh, sure. What do you want me to say? It's weird when you know.
I know when you do.
I know.
Be like, yo, my name is Dave, and I'm here on the New York Dose, and we just had a bomb-ass interview.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Bonjour, je m'appelle David. Et moi, je suis de New York Dose. Interview a été fire. Il était bon.
Fire! Yeah. I'll pick that up. Okay. And also, last but not least, I gotta quiz you because you said that watching The First Prince is how you know, it's how you started learning English and whatnot. So you know the theme song a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. What you got? What you? In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, real spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cooling off, shooting some b-boy outside of the school with a couple of guys.
We're up to
no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I had one little fight, my mom got scared. She said, "You moving with your ID and I'm going to My boy's going. He's going. I love it. Yo.
I hope Will Smith sees this.
I love it. Yo, we're gonna send it to Will. Most definitely.
Yeah, send me funding.
Of course. Let's get him some funding. Where can everybody find you and your projects and everything that you're doing?
Definitely. I have a Vimeo page, but if you go on my Instagram page, it's all connected from there. It's at Dave Disrupts. Simple. And then there's like the link for the funding and whatnot. And
that'll be in our episode description.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And I'll also send you the Vimeo link as well.
Please do.
And then from there, it's like most of the stuff that I do for fun and whatnot. And But yeah, that's the GoFundMe page and then the Vimeo link. Yeah, you can see everything. It's funny mostly, makes you think a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna keep going, keep shooting, and it's gonna keep, like, the roster's gonna keep going up. So.
I love it. I love it. Well, you heard it here on the New York Dose. It's your boy DJ SJ614 here with Dave, the next Jordan Peele, the next Scorsese. Look out for the man's work, okay? You can find all his info in our description. And don't forget to ever stay dope, stay dose, and stay New York. It's the New York Dose, baby!
Thanks, man. Of course.
Super dope.
Thank you, man. That was awesome.
You gotta keep us abreast.
Oh, yeah.